Hey, welcome to Dissect. Of course, I go by the name of Novelist.
And I am Jewel.
And of course, as you can see, we have a special guest with us tonight. But before we get to that, we'll be right back.
So I'm Janine Zabi across.
I'm Janelle Zabi. And where's Zabi Street?
This is Wetty Beats on the inside and we're ready to go.
Are you, Jewel? I think you're hidden talents that you're not talking about.
I just get to the bar. Ain't no bar, make a job.
Yeah.
I can honestly say that they've done such a good job with hospitality and welcoming all people in.
Well, Samantha Moon.
So my name is Claudette. Alona People.
I am Selena.
And then that's how it started. When I came home,
My name is Pumba. Stage name, of course.
Well, I was born in Spanish Town, Jamaica.
I am Evelina Blanc.
I am a mother first. I think I'm a really wonderful friend. I did a really great business.
I gotta be ready because you're like, oh, she picked that. No, I didn't.
Yep. I am Kendra Stephen.
I am Rena Charles, aka Mystery.
I take people forward in victory.
And welcome back. And of course, like I said, Joel, we got a special guest with us tonight.
Yes.
Check.
What's going on, Sierra?
Breathing. How you all doing?
We're good. Chilling. And we see you got a busy schedule and all that good stuff going on.
But we always have time to dissect. So
That's what's up. So what's been up, man, since the last time we spoke? I mean,
not a whole lot. Working, planning,
right?
plotting.
Right.
Went back into the lab, understood what we need to fix and where we need to fix it.
Right.
And we're ready. So that's just little tweaks here and there. Nothing too strenuous.
Nice.
Some little chemistry in the lab there.
Yeah. A little mix and match.
Right.
Put some square pegs in the round holes and then sandpaper them and
nice. So you begin ready for St. Lucia soon, no?
Yes. I'm heading down there to do my music videos soon. At the end of the month, then come back up. Do some fine tuning, get the mix and masters ready, and then we'll be back down for Carnival.
Nice. So what song we talking about?
You wanna put the cat out of the bag?
I mean, we could do it now. We could do it a little bit later in the interview.
I mean, since we're already here, Well, as you know, we've released 2 songs already this year. Right. Budoy and Time. We may do about 3 or 4 more, but currently, we have 2 in the kitchen ready to go.
Nice.
Mate and Happy.
Okay.
All right. So
when we're looking forward to that, when we somewhere around summertime.
No. We should have one of them ready with the music video by mid-April.
Okay, nice.
Right. And then the other one shortly after, and then we're gonna drop one special one around Carnival time.
Okay.
Carnival, Lucia Carnival.
Lucia Carnival. Yes.
All right. So y'all heard it here on Dissect. Get ready. There's 2 and a special one dropping just for Carnival.
Special one for them.
That's what's up. But apart from that, I know you have other things you're doing in Lucia. I know you're gonna do your video. Any like last year you took part in the Monarch.
Every Monarch, yeah.
Right? Yeah. Are you doing that this year?
Yeah, for sure.
Nice.
Asking answers.
Yeah.
For sure. That's a must this year.
Yeah.
Like I said, after the experience last year,
right.
And just understanding the dynamics and the ins and outs.
Yeah. How was that experience though? Like,
it was a good experience. It was, for me as a performer, but performing on different stages, I think performing at home was one of my toughest stages too.
Right.
Because then you have all your family and all your friends. You have you have the people that can critique you down to a T.
Right.
But it was a good experience. It was one where you can appreciate how the music has evolved, how performance has evolved, right. And see the direction in which it's going now.
Right. Nice.
So before that, you haven't been on stage in St. Lucia for how long?
Since '94.
Okay, so hence the evolution and how things have changed.
Yes. Okay. I mean, everything's different, from the lighting to the monitors, everything.
Engineering, everything.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Makes sense.
So you're working with any artists down there? Any things we could look for, like any features or?
Well, so we just did a collab with T Blacks, in Calypso Monarch.
Right.
It's somewhere in the grapevine that Imran Nudi and I might do something. Okay. It's a Soca Monarch, current Soca Monarch.
Right.
But the door is always open.
Yes.
Collaboration is good for the art form.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Collaboration is good, for the individuals as well. We tap into each other's strengths, etc. Yeah. So the door is always open, and as it comes, we'll do as we see fit.
So apart from CR, because we know, you did your thing St. Lucia last year. We actually sat down and watched a glimpse of it from last year live. Sherry Joy was there too. Apart from CR, what's Rhythm Nation? Because we know Rhythm Nation is behind CR.
Yes. So the Rhythm Nation is the force that powers Carlton Roberts. Just that movement of clean music,
right,
of grown folks music, just to help balance the scale, because we have a lot of music out there right now, right, that's one would deem unsavory. Right. under certain
I thought you were gonna say unsafe because the type of dancing they're doing to those
songs is unsafe. There you go. So someone has to champion for bringing it back and putting everything back into perspective. Yeah. Because music is a sacred thing at the end of the day. So for me, that's what Rhythm Nation is. Rhythm Nation is that movement, in collaboration with my Soca Lives Matter now, right, to make sure that we can keep, putting good and decent material out there for the masses to have another option. Right. Because if we don't put out the music, then the masses have no option.
Right.
They have to, listen to what they get.
Yeah. And together with that, and not only savory music, but also lifelong music, right?
Yes.
Timeless music.
Well, yes. So and it all plays into that. They all intertwine. Mm-hmm. If you do it well and you do it, of a certain standard, it will transcend time.
Absolutely. And from what we've heard from you, I think that most of your music is timeless. You do a lot of ladies music, and ladies love to hear. We
sing for the girls.
So
that I gotta agree with you, Jewel. Your music is timeless, and it's like you say, grown people music, right? But what does that stem from, though? Because I mean, a lot of people, I would say our age or even older than us, they tend to go with what's trending now.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like pretty much forget themselves and I guess try to target the kids more. Mm-hmm. But for you, where does that stem from that, you maintain that?
Well, one has to ask themselves, who sets the trend? Right?
Nice, right?
Yeah.
I mean, as a creator, you have the opportunity to set the trend.
Right.
And once it's good, then you'll have people follow it. So rather than follow what someone has already done and feed into their direction, you craft your own path. at the end of the day, there is a need for it.
Right.
So you see that need, and you now set your own trend. Because at the end of the day, when we look at it really and truly, there's so much of the same thing. You know what I mean?
True.
Yeah.
That there's an opportunity to produce something different.
Right. And how do you set and that makes you set yourself apart from the other artists that are out there that are, tending to create, in the dance halls or the parties.
Right.
But also we love when we hear, adult music, or what do they call it? Big people music. Big people music. Come on, you could actually dance to,
we have to cater. I mean, there's an entire demographic that can appreciate, that sort of music.
Yeah.
So why not cater to them?
That is true.
Versus cater to the ones that are passing through. Catering to a certain, like, let's say, the teenage demographic. It's like a fact, because the teenagers are going to grow up.
That's right.
Right. So if you can infuse a little bit of the teen and still incorporate, that adult segment, then when they're passing through, then we're gonna bring it place. How many generations, of people have enjoyed Burning Flames?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's because of that infusion. We're gonna give those some, we're gonna give these some, we're gonna give those some. So to all different stages, there is something for you.
Yeah. That's a fact. I like the fact that you brought that up, because as soon as you said that, it just started to trigger a whole bunch of timeless music in my head, and saying that, I'm trying to think back on when was there in the year 2000 that I heard something that I could say that's an old school and that's a classic. Right? That's hard. I mean, it does exist, but it's pretty hard to ding it, right?
Well, yeah, especially when you listen to a lot of music,
right.
It's like you have to try to make that separation now, because, like, okay, you have artists that are flooding the market with, like I said, a whole bunch of the exact same thing.
Mm-hmm.
All that does is just clog up the pipelines.
Yeah.
All it does is just, be there.
Right.
But to get to that point where, you could sit down and, think back. When I write, I believe that you're documenting a place and a point in time.
Right.
Right. When you listen to music and you want to get that piece of nostalgia, or you get that piece of nostalgia, it is because the music itself takes you back to that exact same place where you were 20 years ago.
Right.
And certain songs will do that. But when you write that intention, that is how you get that outcome. If you write it with the intention that I'm just gonna write a song, then you're not gonna get that outcome.
Yeah, there's no vibe to it.
Yeah, you have to be deliberate about it.
Yeah, we've had this conversation before where, your music, when you write it, it affects someone. It resonates with at least, a few people, and that makes it even more connected.
Well, remember, music and writing is spiritual.
Yeah.
Right.
And we must appreciate that as creators we have that power.
Mm-hmm.
And that is why, with the whole Rhythm Nation and Soca Lives Matter, we embark on such a journey, because at the end of the day, the one thing we must always remember is to pay attention to the power of our words.
Right. Yeah, thanks.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
We have a lot of power in there.
Facts.
And we just throw it helter-skelter, without being mindful of the damage it may cause. And sometimes it's unintentional, but still, it'll happen.
Yeah.
So with that being said, would you say lyrics and music motivates or even inspire people to actually go and do what the artist is saying?
Well, for sure. I mean, words are insightful. Okay. you could have someone on their way to work with a suit and tie, and you're beating a drum, and it's like, take off all your clothes. Take off all your clothes, and this person might just might do it.
Yeah.
You know, how many times have you been to a concert or a show, and what does the crowd do? They follow instructions. Wet down the place. Wet. Go so. That's again. That's the power of our words.
That is true.
And is that those words inciting exactly what you want them to do?
We should get to another music video.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that we have a few your music videos lined up, so the viewers can actually see and hear what we've been just talking about. So the first one that we have for you is "Fly."
One of my all-time favorites. Yeah.
We'll talk about it after we review it.
Sometimes you want to fly away to that far off place. Let's go! Music! I'm the wind up boy. I'm the wind up, yeah. I'm the wind up boy. Welcome, let me wind up, yeah. I'm the wind up boy. I'm the wind up, yeah. I'm the wind up. Come, let me wind up. Every day is stress. It's just not comment. I just need a break away. A little time to be away. When the trials of life start to cause me strife, I just need to fly away. I wanna fly, fly away. I wanna fly so far away. I wanna fly, fly away. I wanna fly. Let the music take me away so I could feel like nothing can bother me. Every day is a party. I wanna feel like all the stress has gone away. That's what music does to me. Hey, hey. I'm in the wind up boy. I'm in the wind up, yeah. I'm in the wind up boy. Welcome, let me wind up, yeah. I'm in the wind up boy. I'm in the wind up, yeah. I'm in the wind up. I wanna fly, fly away. I wanna fly so far away. I wanna fly, fly away. I wanna fly.
All right.
Flying.
I want to fly away too, just by watching that video, and you know.
Islands are beautiful.
Yeah, man.
So the inspiration for the song, obviously, I mean, the obvious of being flying away, going back home.
Yeah. Again, you know, just real issues music, if you want to call it that. Like, you know, we go through our doldrum days, you know, we go through our hardships, and it's just every now and then you just need a break. Every now and then you just need to put down that load. And like we were saying earlier, that's what music can help you do. So when patterned correctly, then music can take you to that place where, you know what, today I'm not even worried about the bills. Let's just dance.
Right.
Let's just free up.
Therapy.
Grab a glass of wine and fly away.
Yeah.
So, I've seen how St. Lucia has received you, right? But I could only see.
Right.
But I mean, you could tell us how it feels to live here and go back home and get that love. And
it's a beautiful thing. Prior to that, you know, I know there was a stigma that when you're away, you're considered a foreigner.
Right.
Right. And when you go back home, you get all that backlash and all that.
Right.
I didn't experience that because I think by now the Caribbean has evolved to this. If you're good with if you bring in good product, we'll accept.
Right.
Yeah.
You know? and I put that out there to the people in the diaspora. You know, we need to continue putting out good product. You know, I spend my money on my videos. You know, we don't sub-optimize, we don't cut corners.
Right.
You know, we get industry people to do our mix and masters.
Right.
You know, even if we can do it, but it's still something where, you know, don't dilute yourself.
Right.
You know, because if you have a strong, right now my focus is on writing and singing. That's my focus.
Right.
You know, and we have Kel's focus on production. You know, and then we send it out to our industry people for mix and master.
Right.
So there's, through all the stages, it's a professional handling their profession.
Right.
You know, versus, yes, I can do a mix and master, but it's not my profession. You know, Kels could do a mix and master, but it's not his profession. So now we put everybody in a position where we can utilize their strengths.
Right.
So that way, the product now is packaged properly, it sounds proper, comes across, you know, industry standard, and we're good to go. Excuse me.
Okay. I mean, just to stay on that topic for a little bit, I think also, you know, we may be received well by your Lucians, because you're not doing what a lot of artists do when they talk about foreign and they want to show videos of foreign and what life is in foreign.
Yes.
You're putting a highlight and you're showing St. Lucia in your videos. You're talking about flying away, but you're showing St. Lucia. When you film your videos, you go to St. Lucia. You're not doing them in foreign. So you're giving that spotlight on the island, and you're bigging them up. So I think maybe that's why
I have a love affair with St. Lucia. So that's my girl. Lucia, baby.
And I think it shows, because you know how much times you invest in going back there and performing there, and you know a lot of artists, like, they live wherever they are and they come up here.
Yeah.
But you're doing it the opposite.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and you have to be, again, intentional about it.
Right.
It's not just, let me see what I can get out of it. The intention is to love and to share and to promote. That's the intention.
Yeah.
So when you're being that deliberate with your actions, then your actions bear fruit.
Yeah. But that is so going against the norm. And again, like, for me to even say that is kind of weird, because I don't believe this normal. Like,
well, yeah. So who set the trend?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Who set the trend?
I like that. Yeah, it's like what do you call that fish? The salmon going against.
Yes, you're upstream.
Right. That's
sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, and it could be done.
Right.
Again, with the right intention and the right drive, it can be done. It will be done.
Nice. So, do you feel like artists who leave, like St. Lucia, for instance, and go up to, I don't know, New York or Miami, wherever, to pursue a career? It's the career they already started back home.
Right.
How do you feel about that? Do you?
Everyone has to be honest with themselves to see what works for them.
Right.
What's working for, one set artist may not work for me.
Right.
And what's working for me, because you see, there's so many different moving parts that need to come together. Okay, so for instance, an artist down there may not have a job that can allow him to leave. Right. So now he has to stay down there and work, and when he gets time, do his thing. People up here, musicians here, artists here, we have day jobs. Right. So now we sacrifice a lot of the time. We sacrifice on our product because the guys down home, they living, eating, breathing, spitting You know, music.
Yeah.
That's all. Some of them, that's all they have to do.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I gotta wake up at 9 o'clock to go to work.
Yeah.
When I come back from work, I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write that song.
Right.
Meanwhile, buddy down the road has written 4 songs.
Right.
Just chilling, you know,
Right.
doing his thing.
Yeah.
That
You
is
know,
so
go in the hotel, do a little gig, you're good to go.
Yeah.
So it's a what works for you.
Yeah.
Kind of a.
I get that. Oh. We could get into the next video.
Yeah. So we have one. I think I want to know what the meaning is. I mean, I think I know what the meaning is behind this song.
All right.
Smile in their face.
Oh,
You want to explain it before we go into
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Well, it's part of our tradition throughout the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Always going to have those who don't know but still talk, still want to come at you.
Oh yeah.
So in the essence of peace, in the essence of moving forward and remaining righteous, sometimes you just gotta smile in the face.
Yeah. Kill them with kindness.
Yeah.
Smile in the face.
CR, I'm back again, baby. Hey, hey. Watch I was smiling in the face. Hello. Plenty people that try to grudge you when they see you trying to live. Some of them you just have to duck them. Some of them just watch them and breathe. Some of them they really too fast, and you might have to cut them out. But whatever might be the case, always put them in their place. Cause they didn't know about you this morning, and they don't know about you today. But come evening, all of a sudden, it's on you they just want to pray. But the righteous will be protected, and the wicked shall go to waste. So let them stand there and grudge you while you're smiling in their face. Hey, hey. While you're smiling in their face. Hear this. When you're trying to climb the ladder, that is when the devil has called. Every time you try to go higher, he does the things for you to fall. Some people just rather hate when they see you try to create. But the Father done set your fate, so don't mind them on the shade. Cause they didn't know about you this morning, and they don't know about you today. But come evening, all of a sudden, it's on you they just want to pray. But the righteous will be protected, and the wicked shall go to waste. So let them stand there and grudge you while you're smiling in their face. Hey, hey. While you're smiling in their face. Talk a lot.
Smiling in their
Yeah, man.
face.
Talk a lot of them.
Mm-hmm. Talk a
Wait, you said, what is it?
Talk a lot.
Talk a lot on them.
We actually had a person back over here who's called him Talk a lot.
Talk
Yeah.
a lot.
All I see is they have something to say.
The Rumors family.
All how you see them, they have something to say. Yeah, talk a lot.
Oh, gosh.
Oh man. So since you already explained what that song is, and I'm pretty sure you guys got the drift of the song, let's talk about tonight. You have some stuff going on tonight out here in Toronto.
Yes, tonight is at the Lux Banquet Hall.
Mm-hmm.
We're celebrating St. Lucia's independence, Toronto style, our 45th anniversary of independence.
Oh.
Congratulations, 45 years old.
St. Lucia is older than Dominic, I don't know.
Yeah, and I older than both of them.
Yeah. No, can somebody explain that to me? How are you older than the independence? That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
All
So, you know, I'll be going up there and nice it up. Doing something. Yeah, you know.
Nice.
Yeah, try to get some footage, put some footage up so fans can see. For those who couldn't make it here from St. Lucia, we got you.
Right, that's what's up. That's I want to. I mean, we can come back to that tonight, for a second. But I want to talk about your videos for a second. Who's the one behind your videos?
I hired a St. Lucian team, Battle Studios.
Okay.
Yeah. So again, you know, when we're trying to create that forward movement, it's not about necessarily going for the who's who, but also developing talent.
Right.
So as long as the talent can produce again industry standard material, because everyone deserves a shot. So I found these guys, and they did some good work, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try to help you all develop.
Right.
Try to give them as much work as I can. And really, really nice guys. They patient. They
Okay. So we have a game that we usually play, right? And it's called Quick Hitters. I'm pretty sure you. Wait, I don't think we played that game with you the last time you were here.
Not yet.
We haven't played. I thought we played Quick Hitters with you, but we haven't played Quick Hitters with you. So Quick Hitters goes pretty much ask you a question, and off your head, we go with it.
All right.
So the first question will be the worst piece of advice you ever got.
The worst piece of advice I ever got?
Yeah.
Rum nut juice.
What?
Rum nut juice.
Explain that, please.
Rum nut juice?
Rum
nut is not juice.
Oh,
rum is not juice. Well, I heard something else.
Well, yeah, I was out drinking.
Right.
And I'm a lightweight.
Mm.
So the next morning, by the time, rum nut juice. I say, But I'll go back tonight and see exactly. Let's see. I went back the next night to see. All right, if I can do the same thing with rum that I can do with juice, and well, needless to say, it didn't happen. It didn't work out well for me.
Rum nut juice.
So it's part of the best advice and part of the worst advice.
All right. If you had to trade places with anybody, who would you trade places with?
Oof. It's a nice one. I would trade places. Elon Musk. Yeah.
Wow.
No,
that is a different
money-wise, idea-wise, inventions.
All of the above. And just the fact that I can stop working.
I like that.
Oh, man.
I don't need much, just give me 50 million, I'll call it quits,
That's it, you're done.
Yeah.
So all right.
I don't need much.
All right. Something you wish you were better at.
I was gonna ask that one.
Something I wish I was better at. Believe it or not, singing. I don't think I sing as well
as you would like
to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
But I mean, we all are hard critics of our.
Yeah, but the producer side in me can tell.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, you have some people who can just belt it out. It's like, oh, wow. Like, if that guy's a singer, then I'm not a singer. If that's what a singer is, then yeah, I'm something completely different.
Okay. I like to ask this question. You know what? We haven't asked a man this question yet. Guilty pleasure. What is a guilty pleasure?
My guilty pleasure.
Yes, sir.
You want me to answer that truthfully?
PG wise.
Okay, so
I'll
give you the plan B version of the guilty pleasure. I like to drink orange juice in bed.
You like to drink orange juice in bed?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Drink orange juice.
They give you a B version. You still want to
wait, I don't get it. I don't get it
either. But
so you mean I have to watch this thing over to understand what this means?
No.
I like to drink.
Pour yourself a glass of orange juice. Lay down in bed. and you sip it slow.
Vitamin C?
You want to ask the next question? Would you like the next question?
No, I don't want to ask it.
All right. I got two more.
Okay.
The biggest risk you ever took?
Yeah.
Biggest risk I ever took, what is that? The two parts to that. One was starting my own company. And the second was meeting a young man and asking him to follow me wherever I go, put his faith in me.
Yeah.
Right? That's my current producer, Mr. Michael
Kells, yes.
Yeah, that's, I would say that's the biggest, being responsible for that. So, yeah.
I think when we have Kells on there, we need to ask him that question.
Tell them don't talk about me.
They don't talk about you. Yeah, but wow, that is deep though, for him to actually, you know what I mean?
Take that leap of faith. And
listen, at the end of the day, one cannot do without the other.
All right.
There's when I met him, he was a keyboard player. The way I approached him was a rigid approach, and he still, you know, he wanted to learn. He always had that thirst to learn.
Right.
You know, I remember when I brought him into the band, you know, the leader told me, well, if you bring in another keyboard player, you know, that means you're cutting your own deck.
Right.
I said, that's okay, because there's enough to go around. He can't do all the gigs in the city.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right. And again, development. I've always been about that.
Right.
I've always been about passing the torch.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And yeah, it's that's how, as a race, as a culture, that's how we can go forward.
Right.
You know, by extending those all other branches and bringing up that other generation.
Nice. Yeah.
I mean, from just listening to you, you just seem like the type of person who always wants to help somebody along the way, you know, and that's a great quality to have. It's not, you don't have that selfishness behind you, because I find that when we speak to a lot of international artists, as you are, they tend to, well, not when we speak to them. The ones that we've spoken to tend to say they want to help, they want to support, but then there's others that don't.
Well, you see, if you really break it down to just humanity, if I'm walking, let's say, from Viewfort to Castries, and I have a cup of water in my hand, at some point I want to put that cup of water down. Right? And it would be good that someone say, hey, you know what? Let me help you carry that cup of water. Although it's just a cup of water, it could be a feather, but just the fact that yes, you have to go through that long journey, right? And people don't get to remember that was the fiber that we were brought up on, our grandparents, our great grandparents, and it worked for them. Right. But now we're in a society where it's fast, it's TikTok, it's don't call me, text me. It's I'm busy, and we as the generations come forth, we're moving further and further and further away from that moral fiber. Yeah. So the only way to keep it there is to embody it and be exemplary in your actions. Okay, we go back home and the amount of deforestation, the amount of fruits we grew up with that are no longer there. You know why? Because no one is replanting the trees. Right? No one is teaching them, hey, you know what? Let's replant this mango tree. Right. Let's replant this coconut tree. So now, in about 20 years, we'll have less and less of everything.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So somebody has to show them, hey, no, we can't go this way. Back when I was a kid, we had golden apple, we had seabed, we had this, we had that,
right.
And that's why, because our grandparents would replant.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's with me and helping and trying to do that for the culture. For the culture to go forward, it can't, even if I'm the biggest artist on the face of the earth, one day I will die. If I let the culture die with me, then what?
You have to leave a legacy.
Not only legacy, but for the sake of, you can't be selfish to the culture.
Yeah.
The culture is providing for you. you have to give the culture legs so that now, okay,
Yeah.
it can sustain and it can go on. And if everybody can think like that, then yeah, our soca, our bouillon, our reggae will continue to have legs.
True.
Same thing there. Terry said
Terry
last
said
week
that,
when
yeah.
she was here.
Yeah.
Respect the spark that start the flame.
Yes.
Same thing you're
Yeah,
saying,
yeah.
right?
It's providing for us.
Yeah.
So give me back the love that I give to you, right?
That's what's up. So I'll give you the ultimate question.
The ultimate
Wow,
question.
is that ultimate?
Oh
Yeah.
my, okay.
Right.
That question.
I embrace myself.
So
This question, like every guest that answered this question either had us in tears, had us shying away from the camera because of the question, the answer.
All right.
So I'll let you.
okay. So something that makes you laugh the hardest. Something that you've experienced or something that you've heard before that makes you laugh the hardest. Joke. Maybe.
Well, no,
I'm not giving you any hints.
No, the kind of jokes that'll make you laugh hard, you don't want to know.
I was really stumped on the orange juice.
Let's see. There was one time I was with my son, and every time I think about it, that really cracks me up. It's not a funny thing, but it's something that. And my son, I have a nephew. We call him Uncle Ethan, and my son was just cracking up. So I'm like, what? He's like, oh, I'm just remembering Uncle Ethan because at Christmas time, some Feliz Navidad.
Yeah.
My nephew, he was just in the balcony. Police Navidad. Police up and down the balcony. Police Navidad. So every time I think about the two of them, when they get together, they interact. Right? Because my son calls my nephew Ethan Uncle Ethan.
Uncle Ethan.
Get at it, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad.
No, you know what's gonna happen to me, right? I'm gonna hear that. And I'm gonna
sing
laugh
that
every time I hear that song.
Anytime Christmas time comes along, and it's like, yeah, Feliz Navidad. No longer Feliz Navidad for me.
Oh my gosh. All right. So we have music coming out for the summer.
Yes.
Before the summer, videos and all that stuff. Tonight is all about St. Lucia's Independent.
Yes.
Let the people know where they could find you, where they could find your music. If you want to give a shout out to your team, all that, this is your time to do this.
Well, if you want to find me tonight, I'll be at the bank with all of Mississauga. Because wait outside, eventually I'll come out. Social media, Facebook, Carlton Roberts, Instagram, at Carlton Roberts 758, YouTube, Carlton Roberts. I'm easy to find me now. TikTok at Carlton Roberts 758. Yeah, so let's shout out the entire team from production, Michael John, my video crew, right, Vato Studios, and just the fans. I think in every what is it about Moses? The other half of the production team, Mr. Juan Paris, and like I said, the fans, we depend on you, we need you, we big you up, and we will continue giving you that good product. That you have our backs, we will have yours.
All right.
All right, sir. Well, thank you for joining us on the Dissect.
You ready to go? Yeah.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The man CR, Mr. Carlton Roberts, definitely holding it down for the night. And This has been another episode of Dissect. Thank you guys for joining us, and we'll do this again next week.
Next week we have Doggy Slaughter.
Yes, ma'am. So, you guys have a blessed week and a blessed weekend. Until next week, we'll see you guys. Deuces.
I believe that's all, folks.
We should ask him a most important question.
Hold on.
You are no longer part of the music revolution.
Oh no! If we have to go into that, there'll be a whole different show.
Next, that's
a whole.
When he said that, I was like, oh no, he did not go there.
No, I was trying to tell you, don't forget one, the drummer. No, this was part one.
Part one. Then part two.
His cousin.
Wow,